Today, we're going to take a look at one of many Roman candle racks. So let's just jump right in. Alright, welcome back. For this episode, we're going to look at Roman candle racks. Now, everybody likes the Roman candles. As you can see, you got a different variety of them. Most people, they hold them in their hands. They shoot them at each other, which of course we don't recommend. So what we're going to introduce to you today is a Roman candle rack. Now this is the first of many, and this is just a 4-piece. Now do some research. I found that you basically can purchase them in 4, 6, 12. So we're going to go and start off with just a very simple Roman candle rack, a 4-shot rack or 4-piece rack. And as you can tell, basically the way it's designed, and if you notice, it kind of looks very familiar to a lot of the layouts and designs of the poor man's racks. And there's a reason behind that, and we'll touch on that in later videos. So if you haven't liked and subscribed to us, you definitely want to go and do so now. You just click on that little icon in the lower right corner. Okay, so as you can see, this is basically going to be what the end product will look like. Okay, let's kind of move it up here. Okay, now I haven't put it on here yet, but what you're going to see here is going to be what's called the fuse channel. I just want to kind of show you how this is built so you get a good idea of what the product looks like and hopefully give you some creative juices. So with the Roman candle rack, I'm kind of move that out of the way here real quick. What we did, okay, is took basically a 1x3, and you can tell the holes are bored out. So for this, I used a drill press. You can use a regular, like a drill. I use a drill press because it's a lot easier and faster. But I use 1-inch spade bit. Okay? And then you just kind of do your best to kind of line it up. And what you're seeing here is you have to be very careful whenever you're putting it together, because no matter how hard you try to line up, you're not going to line up exactly. So what I always do is I will kind of line up on the board, draw the circles on the base, which is not bored completely through, and then I will just kind of do a good lineup. And it's okay if they don't match up exactly, because as they go off, it's going to move a little bit. So don't fret about that. So now that I've got that kind of laid out, so I know which way is top. There's a couple different ways that as I was building the actual template, so you can see it in the background, that I put these together. And this is probably going to be the most common way. Is you've got your side pieces, and of course, like every other video, I lay it out first, just so I can kind of look and measure. Okay, so you got your side pieces, and then you have your ends. Okay. So what I'm going to do, and I did this a couple different ways, but I'm going to put first one side piece on to build my base. And again, always put down some wood glue. I've got some stain there, as you can see in the background, for touch-ups if necessary. I try to pre-stain all these bases, all these racks up front. That way it just kind of helps on the cutting down on the build time. And it's a beautiful day out here today, so we'll just kind of let you know that you're probably going to hear my air compressor go off a couple times, as well as wind. It's a little windy, but it's a nice, gorgeous day. So I had to get out and build some things for you guys. And again, I'm just using 1 1/4 inch nails. I like the little pancake air compressor for mobility, but I tell you, doesn't take long for it to actually go off, and you're going to start hearing that here in just a few minutes. So I apologize about that up front. Of course, I always wear something to protect my hands. I just have some, this thing about my hands being dirty and caked full of stuff. Plus, helps avoid getting any type of splinters. So as you kind of can see, I always put the wood glue in. I'm just kind of leveling out, matching up, make sure that it's as flush as it's going to possibly be. And of course, the great thing about using a nail gun is you just want to try to get it as straight as possible. Put a couple down. Okay. So I've got one side up. I'm just going to kind of lay it on the side. So put my wood glue. And of course, put it on the side. You can build these, or these can be built, I should say. Other ways to go ahead and do the base all the way around, and then just slide the actual brace piece in. And just kind of do it different ways so you can kind of see. Just kind of get this, make sure it stays level. And again, I'm not overly worried right now about it being completely square, so to speak, as you're going to see here in just a few seconds. Why? Okay, so now that I have I'm going to put this side piece on. So make sure my bottoms are flush. Now I've got now again, because I've been moving it around, I'm going to check my alignment of the holes. Again, I kind of want it as straight as possible, but I want to give it some flexibility so they can kind of move as they're shooting off and not running really a risk of knocking over the risk of knocking over the rack itself. Okay. And basically what I'm doing here, I'm sorry for blocking the camera, is I'm just placing the there you go. I'm just placing the squaring up the top bracket, running it flush across the top. And again, if it's not completely, your end pieces are not completely square, don't worry, because as you are putting your top piece on, you'll actually be able to square it up. Yep, you see right there, you can see exactly how wobbly the actual rack is. So what I'm going to do is I want to go ahead and add the fuse channel. Again, whenever you're setting up your show and you're using these type of racks, your fuse channel is designed to be away from your spectators. Because later on in another video, I haven't put them on yet, but I actually haven't put the foil tape or the actual cable fasteners. But I'll do that. I'll do that in a later video. I'm about to set up for a show, or at least I'll have it done by that time, so you guys see. But the great thing about this and doing all these different racks, it's just, you see just how simple it is to make. Bear me just a second here. There's a couple things I just need to check out here real quick. You get some more nails. And nail gun. Just notice that was really low. So, but as I was saying, as you can tell, I got 2 racks there. So when you're setting up your show, if you haven't checked out one of our show designer templates, definitely do so. Because you guys see, I like things symmetrical. Okay? So, by having 2 of them, I can set them up to be symmetrical. And then using if I use a firing system, like a 12-channel firing system, then at that point we'll be able to have them going off simultaneous, but spread apart from each other. So the whole purpose of all of this is to help you put together a show for your friends and family, utilizing the same exact stuff that you buy at your local firework tents or your super centers. And the great thing is, you can, with having these racks, you can set up your show different. You do it different each year. Use the show designer templates, so you can see what you've done in the past, and you can mix things up. So as you've got, a neighbor that's over there lighting one and sending, waiting, lighting one and waiting, lighting one and waiting. You can sit back with your cold adult beverage, press a button, or, depending upon what, how much room you have, you may just do a single fuse, light it, sit back, drink your adult beverage, and enjoy your show. You'll be the envy of the neighborhood. And I know this because that has actually happened. A couple years ago, or quite a few years ago I should say, when I first started this project, long before launching the V3 Pyrotechnic Design channel. I was doing a fireworks show at my brother's house, and I'd fused everything together. And about 15 minutes into the show, all of a sudden I look, and there's probably about 6 or 7 neighbors sitting in lawn chairs just watching our fireworks, which was awesome. So this helps, helps with the celebration, and you get to enjoy it. It doesn't take long to set up, so you get more time back during your day. So there we go. We've got a completed 4-piece Roman candle rack. Very, very lightweight, very simple. As you can tell, I'm just going to kind of show you here how you can line them up. Maybe put a 4-piece poor man's rack in between the two. So you can start the fuse on one side and turn around and put the fuse and then run it all the way through and then end up with the same thing. Okay? So you kind of just get a see there. Or get a view. Okay? So that's the whole point of the dedicated fuse channel, is to allow you to connect things together. Okay? And there we go. So we thank you for watching V3 Pyrotechnic Designs. If you haven't liked and subscribed to our channel, go ahead and do so. We'll be watching some more videos, some more different racks and ideas. And be sure to check out some of our other videos and our other playlist for some more ideas. Again, thank you for watching V3 Pyrotechnic Designs. Have a great day.